So sorry about that. That sounds like I woke you up. My name is Brent Lovall. You had inquired last night about our Ram 3500. Is that right?
Is that the red one?
It is.
Yes.
You got good taste. That's a very nice truck.
Yeah. I don't particularly like red, but it looks like a nice truck.
Yeah, you will love it. Just curious, what are you going to use it for? Just business or personal or?
We are trying to decide if we're going to get a fifth wheel and buy a new truck to pull it, or get a motorhome.
Okay.
We just retired and we want to go south in the winter for like a month or two.
Okay.
And then travel in the summer.
Okay.
But yeah, we're still kind of undecided. My husband, as soon as I started looking, he went to bed last night. So he did look at it and really liked it, but he said, I don't know if I can handle paying that much for a truck, because we've never had a truck that costs anywhere near that.
Yeah.
So
I can definitely appreciate that. And, you know, if you're going to get a fifth wheel, you definitely don't want to have more power than not enough power, or it messes things up. And then on top of that, you know, these engines, like we have someone right now that'll be trading in a car later, probably the later part of this week, if not first part. He does like travel, just delivering campers all over the U.S. And his current 3500's got 850,000 miles on it. So they last a long time. Don't get me wrong, he said he's replaced the transmission, but they last a long, long time. So that's the good thing about spending, you know, getting a diesel, spending a little bit more. Since you all are retired, it should last you a long, long time. Does that make sense?
any idea how much lower you could go on the price?
Okay, well, let me ask you this. I mean, if we did something special for you, would you all do it? Whereabouts do you all live? Okay, so y'all are super close. Okay.
We'd have to come down and see it, but
So,
it just would depend on, and then, you know, if depending on what the price would be, we would probably spend some time today looking at some fifth wheels. We've got a few picked out that we like too.
Okay.
So.
Perfect. What size fifth wheel are you wanting to get?
We don't know.
Don't know size. Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Preferably, and I don't even know if they make fifth wheels that have two bathrooms, but I was looking mainly at motorhomes last night, and I found one that's got two full baths, and I'm like, oh, that would be nice.
Is there anyone that's going to be traveling with you all?
Just the dogs.
The dogs. Okay. What kind of dogs you got?
3.
3 of them. So they keep you busy. Yeah.
I'm not awake yet.
Okay. Yeah.
What was the price on the internet on that? And it was 60 something, but
Yeah, let's pull it up. That's a very good question.
I thought I was sitting in a voicemail until I got my coffee. So where exactly is Shelbyville?
Do you know where Louisville is?
I do.
We're right there on the outside of it. We're like, if you come to Louisville, we're right there. So I'd say it'd probably take you about.
Where all of our relatives are in London. So are you off 71 or 75?
75.
Okay.
Alrighty. So what I'm going to do is pull this up real quick for you. And Ram. And I know.
Do you know who the owner was on this and why they got rid of it with that low a mileage?
That's a very good question. I wasn't the salesperson, so I'd have to find that out. But yeah, you are correct. It's got extremely low miles. There's only 20,000 miles, so it's still under the manufacturer's bumper-to-bumper warranty. That one right there is going to be right at 59 and change for the price. And the great news is it actually retails for about $62,260, so you're saving a couple $1,000s under the book value. And then on top of that, it does have it is a 7 service record, so it looks like they took very good care of it. Let me ask you this: could you all come by today or tomorrow to see it in person?
Could we or what?
Yeah, could you all come by today or tomorrow to see it in person?
I'd have to ask my husband. It's going to be his truck.
Okay.
I don't even know if he's up yet because we were up late last night. I actually stayed up till about 5 o'clock this morning.
Oh my goodness!
Looking at trucks and motorhomes and everything.
You did stay up late. That's what time I get up in the morning. So that is late. So, are you all going to be paying cash or financing?
Just a second. I'm sorry. We would be doing cash, but we'd have to get a cashier's check or something from our bank.
Okay, that's completely fine.
We're not going to carry that much cash with this in the car.
I agree with you 100%.
If we did decide we wanted to get it, would we do just a transfer from our bank or a cashier's check or what?
What I would like to do is, do you have personal checks as well?
We do.
So you can have a few different options. When you come here today or tomorrow, you all could bring your personal check. You could leave a deposit, then you could go wire the money. I mean, there's a few different ways that you could do it.
Okay.
Yeah, we try to make it as easy as possible for you, you know?
So, do you know that interior, from what I remember, was black? And was that the one that's leather? I was thinking it might get really hot if it's black leather.
That's a very good question, and what I'm doing right now is no, that is a cloth interior, but it is like a darker interior. Yes, ma'am.
I looked at somebody last night.
What I'll do is I'll send you a link to the vehicle just so you can it'll refresh your memory. But in my opinion, what I like best about just this particular truck, it looks like it was extremely well maintained. And then on top of that, you all are going to be using it. So the warranty is very, very important. So it's still.
How long is the warranty for?
So that's
is it 36,000 or 6,000, 60,000?
So it's going to be 100,000 mile warranty.
Bumper to bumper.
I'm going to pull it up right now, and I'm going to go.
Or is that just for the powertrain?
Because they give you several different warranties. So that's going to be like a 3-year, 36,000 bumper to bumper, and then you're going to get a 5-year, 100,000 mile limited powertrain warranty. So the expensive stuff is going to be that 100,000 miles. So you are good to go on that regard.
And if we wanted it, do you offer extended warranties?
Absolutely. Most people. Absolutely.
I don't know that we need it on it. Here's the reason why we've not bought a Dodge before. We've had a Ford F-250 dually. We've had 4 or 5 trucks because we had a truck camper and we've had travel trailers. Most of the Dodges, when we were looking at used ones, tend to rust out very quickly. Do you know if that has changed at all?
So that's pretty much the older body styles, and even the Fords. I used to run a Ford dealership. The quarter panels on Ford also used to rust out as well. So, but no, most brands now, just the way they're built, they typically don't rust out, like they did in the past. So that's a very good question, and yes, ma'am. Does that answer your question?
As long as that is the truth, yes.
Yeah. I have no intention to lie to you.
What kind of dealership are you? Are you a Dodge?
We're a Dodge dealership, so I'm very familiar with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it does have 4-wheel drive, and it's.
Yes, ma'am.
It
is the 6.7, which is if you're going to be hauling something, that's what you want. The 6.7. It is a diesel.
The next question is if we did get something like this, would you guys be able to install what we need to pull fifth wheel, or would we have to take that somewhere to get it done?
So, very good question. So we don't personally do it, but we have plenty of certified people that do it, meaning companies around us. So if you came up here, just hypothetically speaking, just, if you came up here today or tomorrow and you looked at it, drive it, yes, this is what I want, we could work out all of the details, and then we could have the local company put it in, then you can come back and pick it up. I mean, we can definitely help you out to make it a very easy transaction, if that makes sense.
And then if we do a lot of hauling, because we do like a big Christmas light show and all kinds of stuff. Once we take the fifth wheel out and put it on its legs, how hard is it to are you able to still haul like lumber and stuff?
Absolutely.
With that fifth wheel jack in there?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I don't know how big they are.
Yeah, I mean, they are a good size because you're going to be hauling a fifth wheel, but from my experience, they make it, if they didn't make it easy, then people wouldn't buy them. So they definitely make it easy for you to work around them. Absolutely.
Do they lay flat at all?
No. No, they won't lay flat. It's not going to be flush, meaning
right,
the way under.
Not going to foot off the ground or 3 feet off the ground.
No, it's nothing to that extent. It's probably a foot max.
Off the truck bed.
Mm-hmm.
And this is an 8-foot bed or 6 foot?
Let's pull it up.
And is there a way to find out if the previous owner would ever smoke in it?
I've been in that truck before, and I'm a non-smoker, and the answer is no on that.
Okay. So that would be a deal breaker for me.
Yeah, I've never smoked, so I've never been the fan. So yes, ma'am. So in my opinion, I think you'll absolutely love it. It was well taken care of, and when you're buying a truck, the main question is, because you're going to be using it for hauling purposes, is how well it was taken care of. So in my opinion, it's a super, super nice truck. You can just look at it and tell it's not beat up or anything. And then on top of that, something that you're really going to want to pay attention to when you're getting a truck like this is you want to get the bigger fuel tank. And the reason why I say that, so you don't have to constantly keep stopping. And this one does, I just looked it up, and that's why I brought it up. It does have the 50-gallon fuel tank. So that in itself is going to be a huge, huge advantage. And then it's also... What'd you say?
What's diesel running right now? Do you have an idea? I know it's extremely high, but...
So I always get my gas at Costco, and I they just sell it at a discounted price. So I think it's right around $3.50, roughly speaking, around here.
Okay. Any idea what kind of gas mileage you would get pulling a fifth wheel? Are we talking 10 or are we talking 16?
You're not going to be getting no 16 miles a gallon, no, ma'am, hauling that much weight. Something else is you do have the cold weather group, which is going to be like that engine block heater. Then on top of that, it's already got the fifth wheel gooseneck towing prep package. It's got
it does?
It's going to have the amp alternator. It's going to have the 410 axle ratio, and then it's going to have on top of that the 115 volt auxiliary, the outlet that is. And then you, again, as I mentioned, you're going to have that 50-gallon fuel tank, and then you're also going to have those dual rear wheels. So meaning the dually. So you've got...
Do you think you need a dually to pull a fifth wheel?
You want it because you want to have more stability. It's like the old saying, have you ever drove, sometimes people don't pay attention to them. I do, my wife doesn't. When you're driving and traveling and some just single rear wheels, people are hauling something heavy and you can see it shaking a lot more. So it's just going to keep it a lot more stable. When you're going through the mountains and when you're traveling a long ways, it's just more stability. It's just more even, just like, a good analogy is when I've got a 1-year-old right now and she's walking and she still kind of gets stumbling and then she kind of falls over, So once you're more stable, you can walk better. It's the same way with the truck. So
do me a favor and send me a link with as many photos as you can.
Okay. Well, how about this? I'll do something.
Let me ask you something. If we were to come down today or tomorrow and we did like it. Is there any wiggle room in the price at all?
That is up to the general manager. That's something that's, what I always tell people is the most important part is you actually liking the truck. I give you my word, we'll do everything in our powers. Like, we don't love these vehicles in the essence of, like, we don't want to keep them, Our goal is to sell them and move them as quickly as possible. So I give you my word. You come out here, see it in person. If you like it, it's our job, to help you get it. So we have no intention just to try to keep them on the lot. So what I'll do is I'll do something even better than the photos. I'll send you a link to it, number one, and then right after that, I'm going to go outside and send you a video of it. I think videos are so much better because I'll do a walk around of it.
What year is that truck?
Very, very good question. Glad you asked that question. And that one is going to be a 2021 Ram 3500 Bighorn Crew Cab 4x4 long box is the correct.
Okay. Is there a way to get a Carfax report? Do you know how much that would cost?
I can send you one for free.
Okay. All right. I really need to go. But send me whatever you can to this number.
Yep.
And then I'll talk to my husband after we have our coffee.
This sounds good. I'll send you the link to it as soon as we hang up, and then I'll walk outside. I'll make the video and I'll send that to you as well. Is this your cell phone number?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll just give me a few minutes and I'll get you all of that information right over.
All right. Thank you.
It was a pleasure speaking with you.
You too. Bye.